Legends, happy Saturday. Hope you're all having an awesome weekend today. Welcome to the Grateful Club podcast. Now, if you're unaware of what the Grateful Club is, it is a free Instagram accountability group where every day you post 3 things that you're grateful for. Honestly, I love jumping in the chat every single day and reading all the gratitudes. But this podcast here, we shine light on that community. I read out about 10 gratitudes that were written in throughout the week. And then I also talk about a topic that I feel that's going to add value to you. This week in the Grateful Club, we had a total of 240 gratitudes written in, and we've added 4 new members, which is so awesome to see. Awesome to see the community growing every single week. And yeah, as I said, I just love jumping in and reading every single gratitude. It just really shifts me into such a positive state of mind. Now, jumping into some gratitudes that were written in this week. The first one is Sarah. Today, I am grateful for intimacy with my partner, as he's always working overtime and life with a toddler. Usually when it comes to bedtime, we just fall asleep. I can relate to this so much, having a little 6-month-old daughter. It's hard to find that time just to spend quality time with your partner. She goes, it's so nice to have that connection and sometimes enjoy each other's company. Love that. Second one, my coach allowing me some of my favorite chocolate on my plan this week. And 3, the cool events that get thrown around in my community. Awesome, Sarah, you are crushing it. Next, we have Ilana. Grateful for the gym this morning as I got my first single leg pistol squat. It may have been a fluke because I only got one, but I'm still super happy. You should be so proud of yourself. They are not easy to do. It's taken me a while to kind of try and perfect it, and there's still days where I fall over, but be super grateful for that. The second one is kindness. The regular cashier at my grocery store made the effort to tell me that he appreciates that I always make the effort to talk and say, have a good day, every time without fail. And 3, food. Tried out a new recipe for dinner with the fam and everyone seemed to love it. Also had a chocolate custard today. And yes, they are still as good as the last time I had them 15 years ago. There must be a theme with chocolate today. Next, we got Kerry. Gratefuls for the last few days, knowing I'm moving into a really beautiful household of positive energy. My employer being understanding of my current struggles and making allowances. And 3, deciding to go ahead with my 50th birthday party on Saturday. We have a few close friends, even though I'm feeling a bit down. Kerry's been going through a bit of struggles at the moment. Keep pushing through. You always got my support. You got the support of the Grateful Club, and enjoy your 50th birthday. You only turn 50 once, so enjoy it. We got Emma. Grateful for supportive friends, being able to get past disappointing situations and see the parts of it to be thankful for, which is what we're going to be talking about today. And 3, realizing my mind and body is strong and I need to continue putting it first. We got Kiani. Today's grateful my mind for slowing down and allowing me to feel. My body for being strong enough to carry me through Pilates, and my brain for giving me that self-belief to run my own business and keep pushing even when it feels hard. Yes, I can definitely relate to that. We got Dre. Hey team, hope everyone is having a cracker start to the day. Today I'm grateful for my knowledge in fitness and in life because it allows me to reach out to people and educate them about healthy living and provide advice that can ultimately improve their overall lives. I'm grateful for the challenges I face every day because that allows me to showcase my growth and acquire more wisdom and knowledge that I can utilize in the future. And thirdly, finally, I'm grateful to have found this group chat that shares my passion for gratitude because, as we all know, the only true way to realize how good life really is to be extremely grateful about everything that God has put into our lives, whether it's good or bad. Dude, so awesome to see and grateful to have you part of the community. We got Amy. Grateful for active children who show up 100% and give their all. Gas and electricity to keep us warm in the winter months. -1 this morning in Melbourne. Oh my God. It's been basically like that up here in the mountains too. So cold and I do not want to get out of bed. And 3, flexibility that I have created in my day to day as I sit here and in karate watching my children. It's all about the work-life balance. Definitely being able to, balance being a parent or being a business owner and still finding time for the things that you enjoy and you really cherish in life. Michael, good evening. Today I'm grateful for ears. The more we simply listen, the better we can then respond. Definitely, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We got to listen twice as much as we speak. 2, technology. Wonder if the internet didn't progress as much as it has, what our lives would look like, what connections with others we would have. Yeah, I'm so grateful for the internet and the connections that I'm able to have. Like, everyone in this Grateful Club has been connected through social media. It's so, so cool. And thirdly, he's grateful for dreams, those aspirations that make us excited to get out of bed each morning. Thank you all again. I love checking my phone throughout the day and someone has written their gratefuls. I always find a moment to stop and read. Dude, so grateful for you, Michael. We got Kate. Today's gratefuls, a new job offer. Congratulations. Being able to help my clients feel better through massage and good conversation. The opportunity to compete in CrossFit, Strongman, and Olympic lifting event. That is awesome. This will be completely out of my comfort zone, but I can't wait. You are going to smash it, Kate. You're a weapon. And a bonus, being able to fit in sauna session today. How good is a sauna sesh? That was the last gratitude for this week. So if you're wanting to be held accountable for practicing gratitude on the daily, you want to be part of an awesome, positive community full of supportive people, well, why don't you join the Grateful Club? Send me a message just at the Better Project Instagram page and I'll add you straight into that. Now, today, I want to talk about the rule of thirds. I came across this video on social media, which I'll play for you in a second, but it basically talked about that our lives are in thirds. You know, a third of the time we have shit days, a third of the time average days, and a third of the times are good days. And that ratio is how everyone should, be living life. It means you're on the right track because not every day is going to be bad. Not every day is going to be average, and not every day is going to be fantastic. So have a listen to this video and we'll jump back in after.
So my Olympic coach told me after a particularly challenging workout where I could not hit my splits before going to the Rio Olympics that was okay. It was the rule of thirds. And he was an Olympian, so I was, I always soaked in everything he said. And I was like, what's the rule of thirds? And he said, when you're chasing a dream or doing anything hard, you're meant to feel good a third of the time, okay a third of the time, and crappy a third of the time. And if the ratio is roughly in that range, then you're doing fine. So today was the crappy day along your dream chasing.
Right.
And if the ratio is off, like you feel too good all the time or too bad, then you got to look at if you're fatiguing or not trying hard enough or pushing yourself.
That video, honestly, it really hit home for me, as the last couple of days I've actually had a bit of a rough patch within my life, and I set these high expectations for myself on how things I thought would go, and it didn't happen that way. And I was in a bit of a slump. I was like, had a bit of imposter syndrome. Like, who am I? Who am I to do this? I'm just, why? Why is this happening to me to a certain degree? What can I do? Like, how can I get myself out of this rut? And for me, I was sitting in my office yesterday, just grinding away, editing next week's podcast, and I just knew I had to get out of the house. I had to go get some fresh air, get into the bush, because I know every time I get into the bush, get into nature, it's just so healing, and it allows me to come back to center, to come back to gratitude, to allow me to reflect, to be self-aware. So I did that. I went and took an hour. I was like, I'm going to the bush. And oh wow, being able to sit there and just reflect on where I need to improve and why certain things maybe didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go. And understanding that it's okay to have those days, to have those bad days. It's all a part of the journey. Without those setbacks, without those failures, how are you meant to grow? That is where you learn life's most valuable lessons, is when you get knocked down, is how quickly can you get back up? How quickly can you adapt and overcome? How quickly can you pivot? So I hope you got some value out of that little clip there, because it really hit home for me, and it really made me realize that it is what it is. I'm going for a shit period right now. Cool. Now it's time to reflect. It's time to put a plan in place on how I can get out of this little rut. And today, honestly, I'm feeling on top of the world. I had an awesome meeting this morning with a coach, mentor of mine. He really put a different perspective on things. Then I had 2 amazing meetings with amazing people that really one really deep conversation about the stuff that I've been struggling with and some past traumas that I've been going through. And then one just really connecting with a really cool dude that is going to be coming on the podcast as well. So yeah, just understand that the bad days don't last. They do not last. You may have a bad day, you may have a bad week, but it's not going to last. Next week could be better. Tomorrow could be better. Just keep picking yourself up, keep grinding, keep reflecting, have that self-awareness to know where you need to improve on in your life, and yeah, keep doing you. My inbox is always open if you ever need to chat. I'm super grateful for you all. Now, before we wrap up, I hope you've had a chance to actually go back and listen to this week's episode with Jay Phantom, my first guest episode released since the relaunch of the podcast. And yeah, I feel like there was so much value within that podcast, and I really hope you did get some value out of it. If you did, yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you could let me know, share it on your social media, all that good stuff. But next week's guest is Corey Boutwell. Now, Corey is a WBFF fitness competitor and self-development coach for entrepreneurs. On that episode, he shares how you can find your purpose through activating your own hero's journey and how we must start to swallow our own bitter truths, not letting our dark side, not letting our ego control us. Because once we stop letting that control us and we take back control, we're able to unlock our inner truth. And we also jump into relationships where he explains a great little exercise that you can implement when it comes to attracting and choosing the right partner, plus some bonus tips on how you can have better intimacy with your lover. All in that and more in next week's episode. Have a listen to the trailer and we'll jump straight back in.
What the hell do I want to do with my life? You have to start swallowing all the bitter truths. If you struggle to commit to your partner and you do this, you'll never struggle to commit anymore.
Super pumped to release this episode. Stay tuned next Tuesday, 6 a.m. This episode with Corey Boutwell. Legends, thank you all for listening today. I'm super grateful. As always, if you got value, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take a screenshot of you listening, share it on your social media. And yeah, as always, stay grateful.